Hey guys, and welcome out to another Film Learning Live. I'm just gonna put my handles down. Now, please excuse the mess behind me. I did just finish shooting the whole Nick Fury sketch a couple of days ago, and you know what spare time's like. So please excuse the absolute just behind me. As always, guys, I am flanked by the dogs. We've got Peggy, and Don's on the floor over there, and April is right behind me. So I'm just checking over the chat and just saying hi to everyone. Hi, Jaden, Mr. Flashman, Neckcox, Easy DC, Livingstone Media, Jonathan Edward, Savitar, Furious Madness, Marco Letton. Now, guys, today I just wanted to tell you about why I'm taking a little bit of a break from film learning tutorials. And sorry, that's just the air conditioner kicking in because it is hot as balls in here. Now, I wanted to talk about just my next trip up to the Google HQ because it's actually a really exciting event. It's something that YouTube's done for the past couple of years, and I couldn't go last year, but this year I'm able to go. And it's an event called YouTube Brand Jam. And basically the idea with it is that several movie studios, their executives come to the Google HQ with the movies that they've got coming up. So you've got, say, Walt Disney Studios, you've got 20th Century Fox, and you've also got Village Roadshow. And all three of those movie studios have upcoming movies. So Disney's got, say, Aladdin, and they've got Toy Story 4. Village Roadshow has the new Hellboy. They also have the new Child's Play, so the Chucky Doll remake. Or it might even be a reboot, I'm not sure. And 20th Century Fox have Alita Battle Angel, and they also have X-Men Dark Phoenix coming up. And basically sorry, I'm saying basically a lot. The idea is that each of these people that have been invited, including myself, get to sit in on these meetings with these movie studio executives, and we get to pitch our ideas for collaboration videos with the movie studios based on those properties. So I could be doing, say, a collaboration with Disney on Toy Story 4. So doing a promo for the movie on my channel. How sweet is that? So I actually get to pitch to a movie studio an idea for a video that'll show up on my channel that they will sponsor. So essentially, if I was doing one for, say, Toy Story, or I was doing one for the new Chucky movie, the movie studio would be sponsoring that video. So basically they're paying for that video. So I don't know what I actually get in terms of, say, assets or stock footage or whatnot, but I'm really excited about the idea of being in a room with movie studio people and them, wanting to listen to my ideas in the hope of collaboration. I mean, this is a huge thing, not just for me, but for the channel in general. So, yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it, and I do have briefs on each of the movies, and you do have a preference on what studios you want to work with, and I went for Disney and Village Roadshow, because I'm more interested in, say, your Hellboy and your Child's Play and Aladdin and what was it again? Toy Story 4 than I am with the Fox properties. I'm a bit meh on Alita Battle Angel. I'm sure it's a good movie, but I'm really not that interested in seeing it. And Dark Phoenix, I don't know if that's going to be a good movie, even based on that last trailer, which seemed to give away a major plot point. It's just, after Apocalypse, I've really soured on the whole reboot series of the X-Men. I loved First Class. I love Days of Futures Past. Days of Future Past. And yeah, I just if I can avoid promoting those movies, yeah, I'd much prefer to stay on my wheelhouse, because honestly, I'm really hoping to work with the people that made the Child's Play movie, because I love me some Chucky. Those are some of my favorite guilty pleasure movies. Child's Play 2, out of all the series, is probably a favorite. Then probably after that, Bride of Chucky, the fourth one. Child's Play 2, I mean, Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3 is, it's one of those delightfully bad movies. And it's the same with the last one. I think it was called Curse of Chucky. Didn't mind that either. And the first Child's Play is just, it's a horror classic. The only one that I really didn't like in the entire series was called Seed of Chucky. And that was just after Bride of Chucky, and it was kind of, it was a bit too jokey for its own good. But I'm just, I'm just really looking forward to this event. So I've got to actually study the briefs that they sent through and work out a pitch. And the thing is, I've got to work out 4 different pitches for each of the movies. So essentially, we go up there, I fly up and fly back, and I will have to say thank you to everyone that has sponsored the channel and has also sponsored us on Patreon, because thanks to you guys, I get to fly up and fly back. Otherwise, I couldn't afford to do it. So I'm actually flying up. My flight leaves at 6:25 in the morning, so I'll be up there about 7 o'clock. The event starts at 10, then it goes all the way through till 5 o'clock. Then I have a flight at 10 p.m. I fly back home, arrive at about 11:30, and then I have basically a 2.5 hour drive to get home. So I'm going to be up from about 3 o'clock in the morning till about, I think I'm going to be up for almost 24 hours straight. So that's going to be fun. Okay, so I just wanted to get that out of the way. And I also wanted to get one more thing out of the way, guys. And that is, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Dan, the Blast, the man, the myth, the legend, all about the Flash sound effects. He actually got his channel taken down by multiple copyright claims by WBTV, which they're very meticulous about their copyright claims. And I'm surprised it's taken him this long to recognize his channel, because he did use some footage in his promos. And I honestly think that he edited them enough that it would be fair use, but he's fallen on the wrong side of them, and they actually got his channel completely taken down. But he has bounced back, and he's uploaded, I think, the bulk of his sound effects packs to a new channel, and I just thought what I would do is just head over. Here we are. I think we're up. Okay. So here we are at the Blast's new channel. Now, as you can see, he started posting up all his new content. He's got his Ultimate Flash sound effects, Ultimate Reverse Sound, and Reverse Flash, and Ultimate Cicada, or Cicada, whatever you want to do. So I'm just going to highly encourage you guys, head over here. I've actually got, if you head over to my channel, and just chuck that off, you can see that if you scroll down, you'll find his channel right here in the recommended channels. Easiest way to find it is just go straight to my channel and click on there. But as I said, hit the subscribe button, turn those notifications on, because there's going to be a lot more sound effects packs coming soon, and you don't want to miss any of them. I'm really just hoping that we can build all that subscribers that he'd build up over essentially the last couple of years. So more than anything, I just want him to gain his subscribers back, because they were taken from him, and it sucks. It really does suck, because it didn't need to be. Didn't need to be that way at all. So head over to the Blast, get some cool sound effects, guys, make some cool Flash videos, and everything will be right with the world. Now, let me just pop back to our original screen. Here we are. Okay. So, now Jonathan's put up an interesting thing that I haven't... Dexter, no, he hasn't had to deal with any of those Momo videos. I have heard about the one that someone spliced Filthy Frank stuff into. I don't understand what's wrong with people. They just think, I'm going to make a kids video, and I'm going to put some just disgusting stuff that's taken completely out of context and just put it right in the middle of a kids video. It ruins the platform for everyone else, and everyone else gets into this, just gets heaped into this huge thing. They just go, look what bad stuff YouTube has done now. when this stuff realistically, even with those gross people making comments on those kids videos as well, this is not it's not a general YouTube problem. It's people just exploiting the fact that there's so much content uploaded, there's so many comments made, and there's just no way to govern the entire thing. And people always, blame the algorithm and that, because it's an easy thing to fall back on. But there's only so much an algorithm can do. At the end of the day, it's still learning every single day. And one thing it can't predict is human behavior. So, yeah. Now, Jonathan's also asked, has my channel had any comments removed? No. I've never had a single video demonetized in 5 years of film learning. So, and I mean, we're not ever posting controversial stuff, really, at all. I mean, as far as the flavors go, film learning is very vanilla. So, we're all good. I actually just put in to just a flag any like naughty words, and that generally helps out when you're doing that stuff. So if someone writes in a comment and they use a swear word, it automatically gets put into the folder. So yeah, I mean, I'm not against swearing by any stretch of the imagination, but in terms of what YouTube will allow and won't allow, it seems like the comment section now is actually a minefield. So you can actually get demonetized now based on the comments on your video, which it doesn't seem fair, but it's a reaction. So people put all those disgusting comments on those kids' videos. YouTube has to react somehow. They have to, first and foremost, appease the people that pay for their platform. So they're advertisers. They have to appease those people first. So let's just say, okay, let's just do this right now. And then in the back of it, they're probably just working on how to filter that properly. But they've got to react first and then catch up later. So yeah, it sucks because, I mean, I've heard of a lot of people getting their comments completely disabled, which, I mean, film learning sort of lives and dies on those comments. I mean, I can go, okay, there's a new movie coming out, I'll do some effects based on that trailer, or there's a movie out now, I can do some effects based on that. But without like actually reacting and interacting with you guys, it's no fun. Because I can just keep making videos and making videos and making videos, but if I don't know how you guys are reacting to them, or how you're enjoying them, or what you want to see next, what's the point? I really don't. I don't see the point. If you can't gauge your audience reaction, then what's the point of making content? You might as well just sit in a room by yourself and talk into a mirror. Exactly. Without comments, there would be no Hulk Effect Please shirt. There would be no, my God. Well, it might be. But yeah. Okay. Let's turn it over to the comments, and let's just have a look and see what we've got here. So I fixed the whole sorry. I drank some blue drink. That's what I have in the morning to actually wake myself up. Dexter's down for a nap. My wife's working, so I just thought let's just do a stream. I did promise Dan that I would talk about his Revive channel, so we've done that. And I wanted to talk about the YouTube Brand Jam, which I'm super excited about. So we've done that. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was my lens adapter came in the mail the other day. Now, I've actually put it on my camera. So before the lens adapter, this was the lens that I had on my GH4. This is just a Lumix... what is it? This is a 12 to 35 mil, and on the GH4 that becomes the equivalent of a 24 to 70. So that's the lens I've been using since I bought the GH4. And I've always had all of my 5D Mark II lenses just sitting in the background. I use them for still photography, but I wanted to use them on my GH4. And it wasn't until I bought this little adapter, and I'll just grab the camera, if I can get past this wall of crap. And now, look at that. That's a beefy boy. So yeah, this is my L series 24-105 lens, and that's now on my GH4 thanks to, and I don't know if you can see it, but the adapter is just this little thing right here. So that allows me to use Canon lenses on my Panasonic camera. And it actually works with the autofocus and everything. So I can control this completely wirelessly. So I'm very, very happy. So yeah. I don't know how much difference it'll make, but my shots should look a bit better, because this is a much better piece of glass than this one right here. And you can, if you can just see the difference too. They're essentially the same lens when they're put on this camera because of the crop factor. This is a micro four thirds camera, and yeah, so they basically both become 24-70s. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that over here with the rest of the crap. So I'm just gonna go up the chat and see if I've missed anything. Someone's asked, when am I going to make the teleportation from the Umbrella Academy? I watched a video from Loot Crate. I think he means Production Crate. But I still want yours. I will actually be doing that, because I think I've got episodes. I'm up to episode 7 of Umbrella Academy, so I want to finish it before I actually tackle it. Although, in the name of currency, I should probably do it quicker than that. But also, guys from Production Crate did theirs. That was their last Saturday morning tutorial. So I'd rather just give them a little bit of breathing space as well, because they did it. I enjoyed what they did. And I want to find a balance between doing something like my take on it, so it doesn't just look like I'm copying them. And, you know, I've also got to prep for this brand jam thing as well. So that I will definitely do, because I do like the effect, and it's a very, very simple effect. And, yeah, so we will do that. Okay? Now, the other one I was working on is the Mysterio sort of apparition effect. You know how he just comes down in a thing of smoke and then just walks straight out of it? And I actually am doing a cached render of some Turbulence FD smoke in Cinema 4D right now, but I cannot get Cinema 4D to display on this live stream properly, because it's like it's a 4K monitor, and it just sort of blows it out big time. So I'm just going to bring that chat down. Just excuse me for that. You'll be amazed. Everything Arrowverse is just saying I'm pulling stuff out of everywhere, just like my last stream. You have no idea. There is so much crap on here. I've also got this. This is a Nickelodeon Turtles pen. Yeah. And it actually broadcasts the... Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. It's like the new Ninja Turtles logo. It comes out the end. Hang on. Yeah, it's blowing out in the webcam lens. But you can see that it actually makes a turtle. That's cool. I got that at VidCon. I got batteries and all sorts of crap around here. I don't know. No, how are those Harry Potter effects coming along? They're there. It's just, yeah, it's yet another thing that's on the list, guys. Is it possible for a Sandman? Oh God, Sandman tutorial. God, no, the particle effects in that would be insane. Maybe one day. Let's say that. Maybe one day. EasyDC has just asked, is it important to get a dry box for the lenses? I don't know. I've never had a dry box for my lenses. I just keep them on the shelf. but that's just me. Let's see, what else have we got here? How do I like the Umbrella Academy? What are my opinions on it? Uh, I like it, but I don't love it. It's weird. The thing about the Umbrella Academy is that we've sort of started right in the thick of it, and I'm 7 episodes in, and there's still so many holes that are left. Like, they haven't explained anything really about the adoptive dad, apart from that he was a jerk. He's always writing down stuff, but what was he writing down? Still hasn't been answered, and I think there's 10 episodes, and I'm up to episode 7. That I still got no answer to that. We haven't got a lot of flashbacks that actually showed what they did as far as missions go. It just seems to be a tale of a fractured family, and most of them are kind of unlikable. That's just I don't know. I mean, it didn't explain how that serum turned Luther into this sort of werewolf creature. That's just it doesn't explain what the hell Ellen Page's Vanya, what her powers are. There's a lot more questions that aren't answered, and it just keeps posing more and more questions. So, I mean, I don't know if they're all going to be answered by the end, but there's a lot of things missing that I wish that would have explained earlier. So I think it's a gorgeously shot show, but I'm kind of hoping that it ramps up and has a really solid conclusion, because it's just sort of meandering. There was one particular scene that I didn't like, and that was with Luther and Allison, where they just he asked her to dance, and then all of a sudden it turned into a music video with absolutely no explanation. And this music video with them dancing in the lights, and he was back to his normal unmutated self, it went for like 3 to 4 minutes, and it ended, and it wasn't addressed at all. They just went back to the plot again. I went, okay, what the hell was that? There was even in the first episode, I think Luther put on Tiffany's I Think We're Alone Now, and then there was a dance number with all of the cast, and it was like, what is this? It seems completely pointless. So, yeah. I feel like it could have been a mini-series that lasted 6 to 8 episodes if they cut out a bunch of redundant stuff. So, I don't know. I've got to finish it. Once I finish it, I'll completely make up my mind. Now, Speeds of Flash has said, have you ever done a giveaway? Several. We did a giveaway / competition at 5k subscribers, 10k, 30k, 60k, 100k. So we've done a few of those. And also some giveaway renders of the last Avengers template. Now, what else have we got here? Mecca Sharif said, what do you think of Black Panther? I think it was a good movie. It was a good movie with some questionable CGI. That final battle on whatever that train station thing was down in the mine, it just looked like a cutscene from a PS3, 4 game. Just not good. But apart from that, the thing is, I'll give that some context. I understand why that was like that. Because the special effects company that they contracted for Black Panther had no idea the amount of work they would be doing on that show. Because all they were supposed to be doing was some CGI stunt double work, minimal amount, and they were also supposed to be doing the suit coming on and going off. And for the most part, they replaced that suit 100% in every single shot that T'Challa was in. Like, complete motion tracking, double suit. Like, they did a CGI suit over the top of it, which I don't really understand why they did that, but it was a perfectly fine practical suit, but that's what they did. So there was a hell of a lot more shots that needed CG than the special effects company was actually contracted. So there was a whole bunch of stuff that was out of scope, and they still had a release date to hit. Yeah, and when you're in a situation like that, you're not going to be able to give your 100% best work without absolutely killing yourselves. So that's what happened with Black Panther, really. They bit off more than they could chew. So yeah, it's an unfortunate situation, but the movie is pretty damn good. I did really enjoy Black Panther. And I'm looking forward to Captain Marvel as well. So, sorry about that. Least favorite movie ever. Ooh. I'm just thinking of a movie I outright hated. I tend to avoid movies that I think are going to be crap, so I'm not sure about that. Let's just say anything with Sarah Jessica Parker in it. Is that fair? Or any sort of romantic comedy that featured Matthew McConaughey? You know, before he decided, I think I'll try being an actor. You know? What else have we got? Mecca Sharif said, have you ever done a collaboration with other YouTubers? Yes, I have, several times. In fact, my last collaboration was the Doctor Strange Portal Effect that I did with Action Movie Kid. And before that, I did one with Production Crate. I've done several with Uwe's over at Red Alert. I've done a few. Okay, what else have I got? I'm amazed there hasn't been an Aquaman water hair tutorial yet. Oh. Look, that's doable, but I don't want to do it. Because you imagine tracking this egg and then putting hair on top of it and then moving around like I'm underwater. No thanks. Speedster Flash has asked, have I played the Spider-Man game? No, I don't actually own a PS4. The last game console I got was the Super Nintendo Classic, which I've played quite heartily. Have I done a Quicksilver Cinema 4D slow-mo tutorial? I have not. That's probably one that's gonna be... It's gonna be one of those ones that's just bloody hard to do. Now, I could probably do like a frozen time thing, or things that are moving in relative slow motion. I could do one of those shots where you're just walking around. Yeah, there's Techosaurus. How's it going, dude? See, Techosaurus was another dude that was kind of screwed over, and not kinda. He was screwed over by WBTV, where they shut down his fan-made game, which, I mean, that sucks. Because that was a lot of development that went into that, and a lot of effort. And that just blows some serious balls. That, yeah. Not a big fan of WBTV. They actually tried to claim a couple of my videos that had no footage from the Flash in them whatsoever. So, jog on, WBTV. Let's see, what else have we got here? Any plans to use Blender in the future? I don't know. Honestly, guys, the thought of learning another 3D system at the moment, it just blows my mind. I physically had to chug this thing before I came on stream because I was going to fall asleep. As I've mentioned before, I am in a perpetual state of tired. I wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm tired. I chug one of those things, work until Dexter wakes up, and then try to survive the rest of the day without falling asleep. Because today I got Dexter woke up at 6:30, so I was working for roughly 90 minutes on some freelance stuff for the channel Game Attack. And then we made breakfast. Then I took him to his swimming lesson. He fell asleep on the car on the way back, and now I'm out here. I think what I'd like to do is work more with people that actually do this stuff, like actually bring in guest people that can make this stuff for film learning. So they want some exposure for their channel, or they just want to be on an episode of Film Learning just to show off their art. I'd love to do that. We've done that with 9A Films with Niha there with his new Flash Lightning pack, and he's actually got a new Flash Sparks pack. It's either out or it's coming out. So if you go to the 9A Films channel, you'll be able to see that there. Now, what else have we got there? Do you watch the rap game? Do you watch Milo Murphy's Law? Sorry guys, I have no idea what any of these things are. As a general rule, I don't watch TV, and we haven't had our TV tuned to any sort of commercial stations for I think 8 years now. If I want to watch something, I either stream it or I find it online. I only ever watch what I want to watch, unless my wife puts something on. But as a general rule, she's pretty good. She actually put on a show called Call the Midwife, and I thought, oh my god, this is going to be absolute terribleness and torture. But actually, a really good show. Now, that might just be the parent genes kicking in, but not a bad show. I mean, it's actually about midwives in the 1950s in Britain, in London, in the East End. It sounds very boring, but I actually really enjoyed it. But then again, I'm old. Now, what else have we got here? Can I do the Iron Man nanotech effect? Funnily enough, we did talk about this on the last stream, and I said that I needed a model of the Infinity War Iron Man suit, and nicely enough, a fellow actually reached out to me on Twitter, and he actually sent me the Iron Man Infinity War armor, fully rigged in Cinema 4D, several different versions. I think one's rendered with the physical render, one's the standard render, and one's with Redshift. So I do actually have a Iron Man Infinity War armor 3D model all rigged. So I'll have to work on that. Yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna scroll up and have a look. Okay, so someone's asking, can I do a spin jitsu effect? I have no idea what that is. No idea. Excuse me. The last couple of streams, I cannot talk for an extended period of time. Burp of the stream. I can't talk for an extended period of time without getting a real throat tickle. Grayson the Gamer. That name rings a bell. It's from Ninjago. Oh, is that Lego thing? Alright, yeah. It's where people spin very fast. Okay. Maybe. Okay, it makes a tornado. I'd probably have to see like a clip of it. Yeah, I'm just going to scroll up to see if I've missed any questions. Padfoot says, can you make a skit where you use superpowers from real life? Most of the superpowers that I actually do on Film Learning are in the context of those superpowers being in the real world, or at least the Film Learning universe. So we're probably already doing that. I'm just going to scroll. I'm pretty sure I've missed some stuff. Let's see. Techosaurus says, production crate is all about, this is how we did it, but Film Learning is all about, this is how you can do it. Well, I'd agree and disagree with that at the same time. They have a different take on how to do tutorials, and I like what they do. I like the way that it's more about two guys just having fun making these things. See, once we get into the actual tutorial on Film Learning, it's a lot more clinical than what they do. I'm going to say, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, and then I pepper in a couple of jokes every now and then. It's still conversational, but it's a lot more clinical than what Production Crate do. The entire time they're doing the tutorial, they're having fun. Though it's just, I feel like it's just those two guys in the booth. So you've got Adrian, you've got Chris. They're in the booth recording this tutorial, and they seem to be having the time of their lives. That's what I like about Production Crate over a lot of the other tutorial channels. They genuinely seem like they're having fun making this stuff. And I know that maintaining that kind of energy while you're making tutorials is not easy. Because I've talked to Tobias over at Silver Studio. I've talked to Hashi at Action Movie Kid. And anyone that makes tutorials on a regular basis knows that it is a harrowing process to actually put these things out on a weekly basis. Like, there's many times that I wake up in the morning and just go, nah, I really don't want to make a tutorial this week. Which is why I make the skits as well. Because the skits, they invigorate me because I'm able to make a short film, which is what I love doing. The tutorials are a byproduct of the short films, so I want to create the effect, and the tutorials are just a byproduct of that. So making the tutorials is nowhere near as fun as actually making the skits, which is why I do them. So you've got to make the process fun for yourself, and that's what Chris and Adrian do. They make the process fun for themselves, and that's why I enjoy their work. So let's get back to them. No, I knew the second guy, Geordie. I'd love to do some stuff with Cinecom, but I'm pretty sure they're in Belgium, which makes it doesn't make a collaboration impossible by any stretch of the imagination, but they are in a whole another league as far as tutorials go. Like, he has an actual, like, massive studio. They have like a $40,000-$50,000 camera, and they get insane views for like, they get better views than Filmright. And Filmright was kind of like the doyen of tutorials on YouTube. But Cinecom has gone past them, and I guarantee that by the end of the year, Cinecom will have more subscribers than Filmright, and they will be the #1 tutorial channel on the entire platform. Mason's just asked, is Red Effects completely changing his channel's stick because he's been posting more video essays than... Yes, he is departing away from tutorials and making video essays because he's trying to do something that actually he enjoys. And I understand that, because sometimes, as I said, the tutorials, they do grind on you, and he's going through his sort of final years of school, so he's concentrating on his schoolwork, and doing the video essays is actually giving him the ability to concentrate on his schoolwork and still produce content for his channel. Now, it's going to be an adjustment period because the algorithm on YouTube does not like when you change tact on your channel. So I have tutorials on my channel. When I make, say, a short film, always the views always dip and they go lower. So even with the streams, when I put up a stream, the views are in the toilet compared to regular Film Learning episodes. The algorithm loves consistency. So his channel is going to struggle in subscribers and views for quite some time until the algorithm realizes that this is the content that he's making now. So, for an example, if you were to make a Fortnite channel, now I'm not saying do that because, Fortnite, but if you were to make a Fortnite channel and you got consistent views, like say you're getting 10,000 to 100,000 views per video, and you kept making them and kept making them and kept making them, you're getting consistent views constantly, and then one day you make a video playing, I don't know, Duke Nukem, or you start playing Pac-Man, your views and your views and subscriber growth is going to go, and it's just going to go into the toilet, because the algorithm's just going to say, okay, you're not actually making this same content again. You're not making that, so we can't recommend you because you've changed the direction of your channel. So it's a hell of a balance to try and maintain, because I was doing really well making the flash effects, and then all of a sudden the views started dipping on the flash effects, and then I moved to MCU effects, and the views started going up. And every time I've gone back to the flash effects, the views have gone down, and that's just because you're less recommended when you change tact. So it's forever a battle trying to figure out what the algorithm wants from you. So yeah, one thing I do have to work on these streams is how to end a question and segue into the next one. So let's just head over to the chat window. Mecca Sharif says, "Can you do a shout out?" There you go. What is the M. Hamdan Sajid says, "What is the best method of story writing and how to execute the ideas of script in video?" That's an interesting question, but it's a hard one for me to answer because I generally don't write scripts for any of the Film Learnin skits. I just have an idea, and then I just set the camera up and I just improv a whole bunch of crap. That's basically my method. The other things I do script are the tutorials, and that's just reverse engineering them and just writing out all the steps and then making it conversational. As far as script writing goes, yeah, I don't do it, and when I do it, it just falls out of me basically. I don't try, because I've been doing this long enough that if I have an idea, I know I can write the way I talk, and it just sort of goes and just comes out on the page. So I don't have a very good explanation of how to write and execute story on the page, because yeah, I don't have to try anymore to write. I very rarely sit there staring at a computer screen and just go, okay, I'm stuck. Could that change in the future when I try to tackle something that's out of my comfort zone? Totally. But at the moment, yeah, I can't really give you any script writing tips because I don't write any scripts. And if I do, yeah, it just comes naturally to me at this point. Yep. Let's just keep going down. The Instagram algorithm is horrible too from Everything Arrowverse. I'm just not a fan of Instagram. I mean, I have it. I rarely use it because it just seems to be a whole bunch of ads, really. Now, what else have we got? Please do a collab with Costume Kid and do a VFX versus real challenge. I'm sorry, I have no idea who Costume Kid is. But that's generally gonna be a thing because I think there's probably 2 billion concurrent users on YouTube at any given time. 2 billion. So you're gonna miss a few in the shuffle. Can you do a video where it covers all Infinity Stone VFX? I would not make just one video Piano Composer. I've done one on the Time Stone, which is pretty much just the Doctor Strange Apple effect, which I really have to change the name of. And I've done one with the Thanos Portal effect, which is basically the Space Stone. I would like to try that again, maybe. But yeah. So there's a few people. What else have we got? Yes, I will be doing Five's teleportation effect from Umbrella Academy. Marcus Given says, "Hello, love the channel. Do you have any tips for up-and-coming VFX artists to break into the industry?" Well, no. Sorry. I don't have any tips because I'm not in the VFX industry. Just a dude sitting in a room with a bunch of dogs. and a whole bunch of crap around him. Uh, One thing I would recommend, if I was to say anything, is build up a solid portfolio before doing anything. Because that's what production companies and VFX companies want to see. They want to see your work, and they want to see a body of work that's varied. So they want to see a whole bunch of stuff from you tackling a whole bunch of different things. Because if you can't show them that, it's just you walking in the door and saying, I want to be a VFX artist. You've got to actually show them that you can do the job. So I recently applied for a job at Luma Pictures. I mean, they've done a whole bunch of VFX for Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Thor Ragnarok, Alien Covenant, like a load. So I've applied for a job there, and the first thing that they ask you is, do you have a show reel? So luckily, I have the Film Learnin channel, which has like 300 VFX videos on it. So I do have something that I could show them. But if I didn't build up that body of work first, and it's just me coming in or applying for the job with a big smile on my face and saying, please trust me, I've done stuff with effects, you know? So that's the best thing I could recommend. Is just work on building up your skill and post that stuff so you have a body of work to show prospective employers. Oh, do you think you could do a beginning tutorial on to Cinema 4D just like the basics? Now, Wyatt, I would probably recommend hitting up one of the places like Skillshare or Udemy and actually buying a course on that, because teaching the basics of Cinema 4D will take a long time. Now, you can jump in there and just play around, or you can go on YouTube and check out basics tutorials, but I'd highly recommend going to a place like Udemy or going to Skillshare, because for a pretty tiny price, you get access to their entire catalog, and you could learn a whole bunch of crap there. So rather than, say, waiting for me to come out with a tutorial, I would totally recommend going to a site like either Skillshare or Udemy and finding a course. I know that Tobias from Surface Studio has some Blender ones there, and he also has some After Effects ones there. And I think on Skillshare, even Cinecom, what's his name? Oh, I've forgotten it. Geordie over at Cinecom has created an After Effects Basics course as well there, and I think he might even have a Premiere Pro one on there. So I would highly recommend going to a tutorial website, because that's the best place you're going to find for structured content, because it's really hard to teach the entirety of basics for Cinema 4D because there's just so much content in that software. Now, Hamdan Sajid said, what mic are you using? This is the Rode NT-USB studio condenser mic. So really, really awesome microphone. Now, what else we got? Do you have to prove you're an educator to get an educator license on Cinema 4D? Yes, you do. But Grayson, if you're a student, you can actually apply for the student version of Cinema 4D. Now, anyone who's asking for the Iron Man Nanotech suit-up effect, it's in the works. Now, what else have we got? You now scary in English After Effects. No idea. Almyle. Okay, I have no idea how to say that. Looks like EIMYL Ham Plays with a little smiley face says, I want to shout out. Maybe if you say please. And I want a cherry on top of that, please. Damn it. Grayson's going to go play Spore. Do people still play Spore? I thought that was just for making penis-shaped aliens. Jax Teller said, how many dogs do I have? I have 3 dogs. You can kind of see this. There's 3 dogs behind me. Oh, okay. Al Duki is from Argentina, so thanks for the love, dude. Now, I'm not sure how much longer we're going, guys, but we usually try to get to 1 hour. Now, if anyone has any pressing questions at all, because I am going to be off for about 10 days, 10 to 12 days after this, because I'm heading up to Sydney to the Google headquarters. Oh, there's another burp. There you go. Oh, I don't remember eating that. Mecca Sharif, I've already talked about you and given you a shout out. Although I will say he did put a cherry on top of his comment, so well done. Oh, you're on the phone. No, there's not one big black dog. There's 3 brown dogs. Think 1, 2, and then there's a little puffball. So yeah. Nonsense Nerds says, thanks for the great video content. I found you a couple of years back and always wanted to say thank you. Well, thank you very much, dude. Very much appreciated. Namaste. I don't know why I did that. Okay, guys. We are at the 53-minute mark. Yeah. Sorry. Hamdad Sajid says, how YouTubers make awesome travel videos like Bent K? I have no idea who Bent K is. But making a travel video, it's all about the transitions, I reckon. I couldn't make a travel vlog for the life of me. I did the first time I went up to Sydney for it was like a Google event. It was like a 4-day event where I stayed in like a capsule hotel. But for the most part, I don't watch vlogs because I find them relentlessly boring. I mean, even like the Will Smith ones. I mean, that dude is like a multi-millionaire movie star, and I can't watch a vlog and go, you know what, this is just exciting stuff. I'm not a big one for entertained by vlogs, so yeah, I'm probably not the best person to ask about how to make a travel vlog. Oh, sorry, AlphaTunes just asked how I am and how's Dexter. I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good. And Dexter is having a nap, and he's very good at the moment. Very much enjoyed his swimming lesson. We went down the water slides at the pool so many times, and he actually went down a different water slide this week. That he's been scared of this water slide. It's one of those tube ones, so it gets really, really dark, and he's been scared of this thing for so long. And he threw like a foam kickboard down it, and then he looked and he saw it come out the other end and it was okay. And so he plucked up the courage and he actually went down the slide on his own, and he loved it. And we've been going on that freaking slide constantly now. I think we went on it like 30 times after that because he was reveling the fact that he went down, he was fine, and it was fun. And every time I slid down after him, he'd be like, "Daddy, fun!" And I'd pick him up and we'd go back again. And yeah, that was just... It's always a great thing to see when a child is scared of something and they just conquer that fear and they just go for it. And he's done that a whole bunch of times. And it's a real proud dad moment. Yeah. Now, what else have we got here? Nonsense Nerd said, do you think the Skrulls in the MCU will play a big role in Avengers Endgame? Not sure. Because it's a real red herring to the fact that Captain Marvel's based in the 90s. Will it have a time jump at the end? I think it will. Because it has to. Just so it can connect to Avengers Infinity War. Because, yeah, Nick Fury sends the message to Captain Marvel at the end of Infinity War, so it has to link to Infinity War. So I think we're going to get the 90s-based movie, and it'll be a bit like Captain America, and it'll cut to present day in the last part of the movie or in the post-credits scene. I'm hoping that it's in the final act of the movie. I mean, after she's defeated the big bad, because that's got to happen. It's a Marvel movie. apart from Infinity War, because, you know, Thanos won. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Captain Marvel, despite the fact that there's so much crap floating around about that movie. Yeah, what else we got? Okay. Sorry, someone. There's just a wall of text looking at me right now. Have I gone to CES 2019? I have not. Let's see. Captain America Shield Throw effect. I did have that on the cards at one point because Danny over at Ismahawk, he made a Captain America Shield Throw effect, and we were going to do something. We just it went it went by the wayside. It's just time constraints. So that was a collab that was going to happen, but we just couldn't get our we got our wires crossed a whole bunch of times, and it's just trying to communicate. It just became impossible just for our schedules. And Tyler L01TV has joined the chat. I love that dude's content. So underrated. So disgusting. So cringy. But it's the best thing ever. Now, Tyler, did you make another big baby video? I'm pretty sure you did. But you're never going to beat that second room tour video with that bin. It's just, you peaked, son. You peaked. A Green Lantern suit tutorial? No. Oh, man. I don't know about that. Okay, we officially have 1 minute left. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with everything. Now, guys, I also saw Spider-Verse as well. Fantastic. Loved it. Absolutely loved that movie. And what else did I see? Oh, I saw Wreck-It Ralph 2. I really enjoyed that too. Now, if there's a theme there, it's because on Sundays at our theatre, there's something called Kids Flicks, where they only charge you $5 for a ticket. And we've been dropping Dexter off at his grandparents' place, so he gets looked after, and my wife and I can have a date and go see a movie for like $10. So those are the two I've seen. I think this weekend is How to Train Your Dragon 3, so I'm looking forward to that as well. But I don't know when Captain Marvel's actually out. It might be next week. So, because it's the 1st of March now. So yeah, I will do that. Spider-Man swinging or climbing effect, maybe. I've got to actually get off my ass and do some more web animations in 3D, because I need that first. I feel like there's a whole bunch of people that have just joined, and I'm about to leave, which sucks. It does, but yeah. Duty calls, guys. I've still got to finish watching Umbrella Academy, and my son's going to be up soon, and my wife is probably done with work right now. So I'm going to have to put a cap on this one. Can anyone see my shirt? It's a dog farting. That's pretty good. My mum gave this to me for Christmas. Yeah, that's weird. But yeah, guys, I'm just gonna end the stream now. Now, all the important stuff was at the front. Oh my God, someone just said Mo Diddley Car Wash. If you haven't seen that, guys, check it out on the channel. Truly disturbing stuff. My old content. Oh, my old content. Yeah. So, thanks very much for everyone that attended. Sorry. Could you send a... So, someone just said, could you send a greeting to El Pipi? Hello, El Pipi. Your name is hilarious. So, guys, thank you very much for attending. That is my actual stool sample over there. I just had to put that joke in my last video. By all means, guys, check out the Spider-Man Far From Home template episode. It's probably going to be over here or over here when I add the end screen to this. Check out the new episode of Insert Yourself, where we take on the Nick Fury scene from the Spider-Man Far From Home trailer. Like, comment, share. Check out all the socials above my head, as well as the Patreon, guys. All support is appreciated. Hit that join button below as well if you want to support the channel and get those custom emotes and all that other crap you usually get on the YouTube thing. And as always, guys, keep learning. And I didn't push the button.